What's going on? How we doing? I was not anticipating this. I was in maybe the worst event game of my life. I've taken like a 1-week sabbatical from online play, and wouldn't you believe it? That doesn't help you get better at the game. I was having 98-mile-an-hour fastballs on All-Star just getting blown by me. It was crazy, like I was seeing light speed. We have a new program today. Roberto Clemente Day is here, and we have a new program. We have some new reveals to talk about as far as TA4, Legend of the Franchise featured program. Leave a like down below. Subscribe, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about Clemente. There he is. A cheeky little bastard right there. Is he coming in with a cheeky good amount of power? We'll see. Find out next time on The Gomer Show. Basically right now. Yeah, okay. I guess that's kind of how I thought he was going to look. Max contact, again, no shit. He's got 89 and 98 power, respectfully, it's not a whole lot, but respectively. There we go. Fumbled on my words a little bit. Just like Daniel Jones. There we go. Hey, they're 1-0. Hard to knock him right now. Max fielding, again, 75 speed. He's got max vision. Again, he's basically 125 everything except speed and power. I think this is basically what his card already was it not? But he's here. He's good. He's good. He's got 90 and 100. That's pretty much what I was guessing. I thought it was going to be like 90, 105 righties and lefties respectively, but not bad. Pretty good. Let's kind of see how it stacks up against the current Clemente, the collection card, which you could look at it as they are just giving out this Clemente for free. Essentially, he had 81 and 85 power with 3 less speed. It's essentially the same card. They just boosted everything by like 15 as far as the power goes, it looks like. You know what? That's just fine. That's okay. Some people don't have collections done yet. It's a better version of Clemente. But if you had even 2 brain particles that are functioning, firing up there, you would have known that there's not too much sugarcoating they could have done with Roberto Clemente. He kind of is who he is. And it's a good card. I'm happy to get him, and he's going to be collection fodder for tomorrow, but we'll definitely give him a shot. How do you obtain this card, of course, you might ask? Well, it's pretty simple. There's a few exchange missions, NL Central, and Pirates players right there. Missions! If there's one thing I never get tired of, it's PXP missions. I live for them. That is the reason I wake up each morning. Anybody with depression out there probably hasn't discovered PXP. Pharmacists around the nation are starting to call that the new Prozac, PXP missions. They just are a hell of antidepressants, I guess. They really get you going. A lot of moment challenges too, which is good, because they just did release a patch 2 on the game, which now makes it so they don't hit you quite as often, and they throw more strikes, so those moments are going to be a little bit easier, one would think. Nobody's going to be... if you're headhunting for Clemente, I mean, really, as we talked about earlier in stream, if you want to call somebody a hero of baseball, Roberto Clemente is the guy that you do. Just an absolute fantastic human being. He died being exactly that. Very sad, and it is great that MLB is finally recognizing him as he should be and giving him a whole day for it. We do have some new reveals today as well, as far as TA4 goes. Let's see him. We have Jason Bain. We have Ozzie Smith. Fuck yes. He is all I need. He's my endgame shortstop. Chipper, he's already sold. Ozzie is here. The Wizard is just out of thin air going to be pulling, actually, you know what? His Takashi card has decent power, right? Let me see. I want to say that's like 75. 72, okay. You know what? What if that was 92? I could see this Ozzie not being horrible. Somebody did say on Twitter, I forgot who it was, but they kind of calculate these cards as far as what their retro finest would be, and the Posada and the Sean Green that we've seen attributes for basically matched up with how their retro finest card would look like. So that bodes very well for a lot of these cards. We'll show off a few more stats here in a moment, but Jason Bain, I'm surprised he didn't get the Mets card. Ozzie Smith, that's just a bit tough, that like the Cardinals have so many great options. They could have went with Boog Gibson. They could have gone with Stan the Man. They could have went with Jim Edmonds. They could have went with Lee Smith. They could have went with, I Edmundo Sosa, anybody really would have been a little bit more exciting. But hey, he's going to fit on the God Help Me squad. But these last three very much so intrigue me. Ryne Sandberg gets good cards. You just don't know it because you don't use them. You see Ryne Sandberg, he isn't exactly the most exciting looking fella. He's probably not going to be on too many magazine covers. I doubt he was back in the day. Not a knock towards you. You look handsome enough, but there's nothing too exciting about him. But his cards play. He has a good swing, and he's balanced all the way around. Good defender, fast, good hitter. Prince Fielder, this big bastard right here, is good. I'm interested, but they didn't fix his swing. If you've ever played with him, go lefty mode here. It's weird. Like, he has chitty physics. They implemented him, I assume, just for Prince Fielder, or maybe lack thereof. His elbow clips into his chest. I mean, his former teammate, Justin Verlander, his wife, Kate Upton, would be jealous of the kind of chest that Prince Fielder is sporting right there. He should have good attributes. The fielding does not matter. It doesn't matter even in the slightest. And then Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan, what the fucking hell? That's why I can't use his cards, man. I just get distracted. Every time I use Joe Morgan cards, I just can't stop laughing. So, thus I do worse with them. But his cards typically do play pretty well, aside from that fact. Again, I think it was MLB 19, his XP card. Signature Series was pretty good. So, I'm excited. I know some of these aren't exactly the names you were hoping for. Just be thankful we didn't get fucking Paul Molitor here, because they absolutely could have bestowed upon that nugget of dog shit on us. But some more stats here. You guys see, those aren't stats. This is stats. Torrey Hunter. This is a very good card. I don't exactly see why some people would be turned off by this one. Me, it's like I just popped one of those little blue pills right here. There's a good card. 110 contact per side, 113 power right, 90 power versus left, max defense, and 82 speed. How on God's green earth could somebody look at this card and say, L? I don't get it. It's like some people just wake up choosing to find something to bitch about, which can be a little ironic for me saying that coming out of my mouth. I'm aware of that. Then we got Cliff Lee. Biggest part of this card, they actually give him the C there. He at least looks somewhat like he's on an actual baseball team and not playing in some beer league softball league. 103 hit 9 is okay. It's playable. Cliff Lee always struggles with the fact that he doesn't have a strikeout pitch. But, again, the only two factors as far as control in par this year, to what we know, are BB9 and velocity. He doesn't have velocity, he has BB9. So he is going to be hitting every spot. If you put it in a corner, he's going to throw it exactly right there, as long as you throw it perfect, of course. He's very intriguing. Some people are going to be dominant with this card. Some people are not going to be good. That's just kind of how these cards work. If you don't have a big strikeout pitch, they're not so autopilot as other pitchers are, like Randy Johnson. If you are able to breathe, you're able to throw a no-hitter with Randy Johnson. Cliff Lee, bit of a different story right there. But pretty big update. You know, it's just that today, the Clemente program, and then tomorrow, of course, we're going to see the actual rollout of TA4 and the new program. There's also Home Run Derby X cards, travel to Seoul. If I had to guess, they're not going to release new cards. They're just going to upgrade the ones that are currently in the game. So, being that those are all quick sell value, now would be indeed a very good time to go through and buy those cards. Again, if you ever see something that is at quick sell value, there is no reason why to not buy them. Because worst case scenario, you just get your stubs right back. So I'm going to buy all of these in hopes that they're going to go up. Again, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. I imagine they're not going to release new cards. They're just going to upgrade the Swisher, Gomes, Giovanni Soto, and Adrian Gonzalez. Again, not how the namesake of the channel came to be. It is not Jan Gomes either. It's not Johnny. It's not Brandon Gomes. It is likely a derivative of Carlos Gomez back in his magnificent Minnesota Twins days. Had a hell of an imprint on that franchise. So I just dropped the C, turned to an S, because as you can see, I am not Hispanic, so that would be misleading. But there we go. I'm excited. New content drop tomorrow. Get ready. We're going to be streaming, getting this new Clemente. Yeah, leave a like down below. Let me know how you guys like him. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There comes out 8.